Hello and welcome to the first podcast of this channel. Joining me today is enobrien, also known as Ben, which I'll refer to him by. Ben,
Hello, mate.
Yeah, not much. How you going?
Good, mate. Good.
So how'd you go this weekend?
This weekend I got 2,329, which is was top
Pretty good.
1%. Yeah. What was it?
About
1,000 for the round.
That's pretty.
So
I think it's pretty difficult week this week. Same old like Boak, Whitfield, same guys just going really big.
So moved me up 1,000 spots to 233 now. So pretty high, getting up there. What about you?
Not great. 2,189. I did dodge Butters. I had him on the bench, but
Same.
Tim Kelly drove me nuts. The all-time worst trading him in. We'll speak about him after.
We'll get to that later.
But yeah, not good at all. Anyway, we have a few players we're going to talk about. The first guy I want to talk about is Lockie Whitfield.
Oh, yes.
This guy, he's out of control. He needs to be tagged, I think.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Because it's like, as a non-owner, you're sitting here wondering, I have no patience, but I have to be patient and wait for him to throw in a bad score.
Yeah, because he's break-even 65 now. Like, he's going to keep going up. Like, past 600K already.
600K is a pretty good price at the moment for a 129 average. You reckon he can keep this up?
Oh, 120 is probably where I would see him at the end of the year. But, yeah, he's on an absolute tear right now.
It's killing me, I think. Because I thought playing in Geelong, that's a difficult ground to play on, but he killed it. So
what's killing you is I think you don't have him or Lloyd. So
yeah,
that's a killer for your side, I reckon.
And like Lloyd had a down week. He scored, I think it was 109.
Yeah, that's a down week.
Yeah. But yeah, not much we can do about Whitfield. 600K. He's going to go up from that. He's probably going to go around. Like he could be the best player in the comp nearly.
Yeah.
Maybe top 5.
Top 5. I reckon.
But like he actually scored like this in the finals last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got scared off. He said he was going to play a bit half forward. I don't know why I believed that much. Really stupid. Anyway, what can you do? All right, the next guy we're going to talk about, I don't even know his first name. Is it Todd Marshall? No, he's
Rowan.
Rowan Marshall. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, good start on the podcast. Anyway, so Rowan Marshall, this is a really fascinating one. So he's gone up in price to 400K. He's playing first ruck for St Kilda. For some reason, he wasn't in the round 1 team. They thought they'd go with, who was the other ruckman? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. But anyway, Long is coming back soon, but I don't see how or why Longer should come back and replace him.
Yeah, not when the way he's playing right now.
He's doing a lot around the ground. I'm not sure how good he is at the tap ruckman, but he does. His stat line looks pretty good.
Yeah, he does enough to score it from other areas. So he gets plenty of the ball. He actually had a few clearances today. Heaps. So he's good. He scores pretty well for a ruckman.
I mean, for me, I can't call him a trap because he's playing really well, but I don't know if he can keep this up. And I have no idea if the Saints want to throw him forward with Longer coming in. But based on how he's playing, it's hard to see that happening.
Yeah, I feel like you either got him in just before this week and he'll be good trading, but probably not past now, I wouldn't say.
His break-even 7, so this week could be the last week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you really thought he'll keep his role and whatnot, then you could still probably bring him in, but it's a risk.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough as the number 1 ruck, and that's what concerns me. But then again, same thing with Toby Nankervis a few years ago.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. I'm not going to pick him. I can't really get him in either, so I'm going to steer clear. But yeah, it's a really difficult one. It can work. Do I think it'll work? I think it's not all that likely. But yeah, I'm going to steer clear. You do the same?
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Yeah. No,
okay. Really good player though. But
I wouldn't knock it if you still wanted to get him, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, next guy is Tom Rockcliffe. And I think a couple of weeks ago, I was kind of stressing because I don't have Tom Rockcliffe. And without the game where he got KO'd, he's probably averaging, like 120, 130.
Yeah.
So he has an extremely high ceiling, and he's still a reasonable price. I think around 450k, something like that.
Yeah.
So he's a bit of a cursed pick as well because he just finds a way to stuff you over like he did last week. But I think you can put that down to luck more or less. So
yeah, that one last week was unlucky.
So if you had like a Dom Sheed, for example, so Dom Sheed's role has changed. It looks like I believe last week it was 51% forward. I'm not sure about this week, but it definitely did change.
Yeah.
If you had Sheed, and you couldn't afford anything else, would you go to Rockcliffe?
I definitely would. Yeah, I have no player to go to him, so I'll have to just miss him. But if I had Sheed, I would for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind the Rockcliffe pick. I mean, yeah, obviously there's huge risks because he's Tom Rockcliffe.
Yeah,
but I don't mind.
Fit. I don't see a reason why he can't average 110.
Like even if he doesn't stay, even if he gets injured at some point, he only has to last 6 or 7 rounds.
Yeah,
and I think he should get to 600k the way he's going, another 144. So I don't think it's the worst pick in the world. I think it's okay.
No, he's definitely a viable pick, but that's just no one for me to trade him to, really. Trade him. So
I think
Brad Crouch, dude, would you? Probably not.
I actually would, to be honest.
You would? Yeah, but you're trade happy.
Yeah, I have trade addiction. But the thing with Brad Crouch is I never thought this was a good pick, but at the same time, he's exceeded my expectations. I just think he didn't have enough of a pre-season. I'm not sure, but he's playing really well. This week he had a bit of a down game, but so did all the Crows, and
he was off a reason to get rid of him.
He was off for half a quarter as well, so
yeah, okay.
Anyway, no, I don't mind the Rockcliffe pick, but you got to understand, I guess there's risk that comes with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, next guy we'll talk about is the sausage, Shane Mumford.
Sausage.
So obviously, if you've gone like a Gawn and Grundy, probably a Grundy and Goldstein as well, there's no reason to bring in Mumford in, really.
No.
But if you traded in Lysette
or Westhoff,
I think you could. I think
I would. Yeah.
The problem with Mumford again is he's at any point in time he can get suspended, and he did. I think he had a hamstring injury in the preseason.
He's not going to play every game, is he?
No. But you don't need him for every game. That's the thing. No. So you only need him for a bit longer, and you wait for Gawn to come down a little bit. If he does, I think he will a little bit. So I don't mind.
So you trade him in, and in 2 or 3 weeks he gets rested or whatnot because he only just came back to. I know he's fit, but playing footy, and they play Dawson Simpson for a match. What are you going to do? You just cop the donut. That's why I wouldn't.
I think probably a no. Unless you're in a really bad spot in the rucks, I think that's the only reason to bring in Mumford.
Well, we saw someone's team in Discord has him, and they're doing quite well.
Yeah, I think the guy that's ranked number 10 has him as well.
Yeah, okay.
But, So anyway, next guy we'll talk about is Shannon Hearn. 139. I mean, not much to say about him, really, but I've been impressed with him this season, and he had a strong JLT.
Yeah.
And extra points from kick-ins, and probably the best user of the ball in the game.
Oh, yeah, and all he does is kick it, so it's just, he's great for Supercoach.
He's definitely an upgrade target for me. If it's not Lloyd, if it's not Whitfield for me, it's Shannon Hearn.
Yeah. What's his price now?
I think it's about 530, 540, something like that. Yes. I should probably get the thing up.
It's a pretty good price.
Yeah, he's playing really well, and I think he has the tendency to have a few down games, so that's why I'm okay with not having him.
Yeah, he's the one we can sort of get in at any time. There'll be a good time to get him in. Just wait for it.
Yeah, so I don't mind the Hearn pick. A really good starting pick, though.
Yeah.
So, anyway, next guy, Tom Stewart. So he scored 124, playing really well in defence for the Cats. I honestly haven't seen a lot of him. Have you seen much of him yourself?
Yeah, I've liked him heaps. I really, really do like his game, but there is a worry about the Tui thing when he comes back. I don't know how far away he is. Been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have a clue how Tui affects him. So Stewart, there's Does he take a few intercepts, a few kick-ins, I assume?
Yeah, he takes a few intercepts, which helps him for sure.
Seems to get a bit of the ball as well.
Yeah, no, and he kicks it a lot as well. So
I think he's recently priced. I'll just have a look. I think it's 470.
Yeah, I think he went up a bit.
He's
Yeah, he
went 16 now.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm not really interested at this point in time until I see Tui.
Yeah, no, I would leave it for a bit.
I mean, maybe it doesn't affect him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd definitely bookmark him though and see how he goes when Tui's back.
I prefer Shannon Hearn. I think Shannon Hearn is slightly safer.
Proven, yeah.
So, but really good starting pick if you got him.
Well, yeah, and he was the standout on the weekend for the Cats. They had plenty down, and he was probably the best player.
Yeah. Okay. I think we already talked about Dom Sheed as well. If you have Sheed, he's got to go.
Yeah, I would flip him to Rocky if you didn't have him.
There's always the chance he gets his rollback, but I don't like those chances because he played so well in it. But yeah, I wouldn't take the risk in holding him. So yeah. Any other players you wanted to touch on?
No, I think we've covered most of the important ones.
Just one more thing. Do you think it's too late to get Libber in?
What is he now? 450.
He's 450.
But his break-even's still like single digits or something. It's like 9.
Is it?
So, yeah. I mean,
I think you still
probably
could,
not. You probably still could.
Yeah. I mean,
if for some reason you didn't have him, but
I think the fact is you really should have got him 2 weeks ago, or at worst last week. He's still okay right now, but you missed the boat sort of thing for.
Yeah, it'd kill me knowing that I've missed it on 150k already.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about the bubble boys. So the guys that are going to go up in price, the rookies. So first we'll go with Sydney Stack. I did watch him on the weekend. I watched Port lose to Richmond somehow.
The Tigers.
Yeah. I suppose you're a Tiger squad, so you watch him. So the first game, I didn't watch much of Stack, but it seemed to be pretty good in defence.
Yeah.
And then the second game, I thought he butchered it real bad.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. Didn't kick it well, but
he was able to get the ball a little bit. Like he'd do something really good, and then he'd turn it over in front of goal.
Yeah.
So, would you get him in? And do you have much idea on his job security?
Yeah, the role he's playing is kind of like it's kind of all his role right now. So
yeah,
I think Bash is back next week, is what Dimmer was saying. So
for real.
So we might even see him get dropped, is what I'm thinking. But we got plenty of injuries, so he might stay in just for a few weeks. But yeah, I think the role he's playing is what Willie does for us. Yeah. So
that sounds like bad news, to be honest.
I know, that's why I kind of want to just wait and see.
See if he gets named. If he gets named, do you know where he'll play? I have no idea. Because didn't he play a different role early in this first game?
The first game he was running off halfback, but he was actually pushing quite forward though. Like he was doing sort of what Sicily does, getting pretty high up the ground, but sort of free rein. But yeah, I'm always skeptical on our rookies because once all the players come back, there's not many spots for them.
Yeah. Like even last year, I thought Jack Higgins was unfairly dropped early in the season.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened.
See, I never got him in because I was telling everyone to stay away because he wouldn't stay on the side, and then he just killed it. So
yeah, he's a gun.
He's a gun. Yeah.
I actually nearly started him, but probably a good decision. Yeah. One for the future though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rotham from West Coast. So he was a late in for Lewis Jetta. Played his second game. Break even of -82.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was wrong with Jetta. I can't remember.
Half soreness is what I read, I think, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So for me, I don't really have anyone to trade Rotham to.
Yeah, neither.
Unless you had Dersma, throw Dersma in the mids for like a Gibbons or something.
Get a mid out, yeah.
So I'm really unsure on his job security. So
yeah, so am I. I think West Coast fans are pretty certain that if Jetta's just back, he'll be the one to go out. So
yeah, probably not for me. Or he played well, so there's always a chance he stays, but it's really shaky job security.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive for a second game. It'd be a late in and almost ton up. But yeah, I don't think his job security is very good.
Yeah. Anyway, next guy we will talk about is Marty Hoare. Now, he was
Very
a late
good.
in. Very good last name, yeah. So he was a late out. No, he was a late in for...
Yeah, late in for...
Was it Lockhart, I think? Lockhart or someone... They had another defender that was a late out. I can't remember who. He played really well. I thought he was one of their better players, if not one of their best.
Yeah.
I mean, Gawn was best on ground by far, I thought. But next in line was probably Hoare and maybe a few others. So I don't see how he gets dropped.
No.
Do you have him already?
Surprised. Yeah, I started him. So
okay.
He's a field option now. Like I was spewing. I know you were as well. That we didn't actually field him after being played. But see, I would have taken probably Collins off anyway. So wouldn't have mattered too much. But
he's going to make a bit of money. I think Hoare, Wilkie, and Collins all played extremely well in the VFL or SNFL. Mature age intercept guys. So I don't have Collins. I wish I picked him. I just didn't want to pay up for him because it just hurt another premium of mine.
Yeah. So you have a Scrimshaw and I have Collins. That's the differences there.
I prefer Collins a little bit, to be honst.
Even after Scrimshaw's game.
I didn't actually see the game, but
he played pretty well.
I think Collins had a better preseason. So
yeah.
Anyway, so there's two players I want to talk about. So there is Zach Clark and Riley O'Brien.
Yeah, the ruck options.
So this is what I'm thinking you could do before we talk about either of their job security. So if you had Bynes as your loophole, and you have the worst Supercoach player in the game right now, Noah Bolter. So I have him. I brought him in last. I said this year no last day trades, and I brought in Bolter for Petrocelli. I was like, why? Anyway, so what you could do if you have Bynes and you have Bolter, you throw Bynes in the forward line for Bolter, and you put at R3 Riley O'Brien or Zach Clark.
Yeah.
They make a bit of money over 3 games. I don't think Riley O'Brien's going to play 3 games. I'm not sure about Zach Clark. And then there's your cash cow right there. When they make a bit of money, you throw Bynes back up at R3
for a forward rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
if we get a forward rookie, but or even a forward premium, depending on what you do.
True. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So I think
like that.
I think it's a cool play, but
it's definitely viable, but I just don't think.
So as a Crow supporter, I'll talk about Riley O'Brien.
Yeah.
The Crows have a massive problem of not giving enough games to youth.
Yeah.
So Riley O'Brien's been on the list for 4 years, and I don't think
he's played when Source is injured, and it's been twice, and that's it.
And when Source comes back in, they can't play in the same team.
No.
Honestly, one of them could do better than Walker and Jenkins right now, even though neither of them know forward craft.
No.
So I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
So if you hear in the news, Source Jacobs out for another 2 weeks, which I don't think is going to happen because he was almost ready this week, you could bring in O'Brien.
Yeah.
Otherwise, unfortunately, his job security is too bad. So, but maybe at a later stage during the year, if he gets dropped this week and Source gets injured again, we can make the play.
Yeah, like a long-term injury or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Did you watch Zach Clark at all on the weekend?
No, I didn't watch that game. Actually,
I watched him.
How did he look?
2 weeks ago. I didn't watch. Who'd they play? They played Brisbane.
Yeah.
I didn't see how he played. I think he scored okay. Negative break even of 30. So I'm not. I really don't know if he stays in the team. There's something I need to look up a little bit more. But I know 2 weeks ago he was pretty horrendous.
Yeah, that was atrocious. That game.
I think he was able to get the ball, and I'm not sure if his hitouts were okay. Probably not.
He plays predominantly forward, doesn't he? And then just
I think so because they have Bell
Chambers out. Yeah.
So I don't know his job security, but I think some people started with him as well. But I'm not sure. I'd chuck him at R3 by putting Bynes forward. I don't think I'll do that. That's going to cost you an extra 40k, so you need an extra 40k in the bank.
Yeah.
But I think his job security is a little bit shaky. So if he's named this week, it might be okay. but I don't think because you only need him to play 3 games. That's all you ask from him.
Yeah, good cash grab.
Would be nice. Yeah, so I think I'm going to avoid Zach Clark, but I'm not the worst option.
Then he's not.
He has a bit of scoring potential, unlike a lot of the forward rookies. So don't mind it.
I'm just looking at his stat. He gave away 4 free kicks as well, and
really?
it would have been an 80+ score if it wasn't for that. So
okay, so I don't mind it.
I
just don't know his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the bubble guys. The only one I want to get there is Ross next week.
Yeah.
Do you think Ross can hold his spot with Cochin and Dusty to come back?
I think he's more of a chance, to be honest. He looked very good in his first game. Like, he was so calm with the footy.
Apparently he got 40 touches in the VFL or something like that.
Yeah, he just didn't look out of place, which was pretty impressive. He's good size as well. Dusty's back next week. Koch is probably another 3 away. Koch
in 3 weeks, you reckon?
Yeah, I don't there's plenty more to go out before him, I reckon. Personally, like Menadue, let's be honest, he's not really up to it anymore. Nah, he's just not.
Yeah.
Bolton played a bit, but there's a spot as well. So I think he's ahead of those two, the way he played on the weekend for sure.
Yeah, so probably not this week, but next week.
Yeah.
So the only one I'd look to get in is Stack if he's named.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot.
If Hooley's back and Stack's named, I'd be looking at him.
Okay. Because 102 is a really good price. You get a little bit extra cash as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, a few upgrade targets that we can look at. One I really want. Unfortunately, he's didn't bottom out at the right time, but Zach Merritt's playing unreal at the moment.
Didn't he beat his break even this week?
He must have. He got 150 something, I think. So if he's 565, that's still a good price for him. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted, but I don't have anyone to go.
It's not a good timing, is it?
No. So I really like him, and I think I remember reading somewhere that he does midnight workouts or something like that. Gets up in the night. He just works out non-stop. He's super hard worker, wants to be an all-time great. And that's a perfect trait for a player.
Yeah.
And he had the interrupted preseason as well, so with the ankle. Because that was the thing. The reason why I traded Heaney, I read somewhere that he had syndesmosis or something like that, which is what Merritt had in the preseason with his ankle.
I don't know, where'd you read that?
I think Longmire said it. He mentioned the word.
He said it?
Yeah. But I think it's it's fine. I didn't even look up the injury properly. Probably should have done that. But anyway, it was it wasn't a serious level of it. I think Liam Ryan had it last year. It was out for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
I did read that word somewhere, but I don't know. I'll move on from that anyway. So Zach Merritt, is he a guy you want to get in eventually?
He looks back to his best. He was, he wasn't tackling, and they were getting into him about that. He had 6 tackles on the weekend.
Yeah.
Kicked a goal. It's all about the players. It's all about when the teams are playing well. Carrying Clayton Oliver right now, and even in their first win, they didn't score that well either. It's the Bombers are back up and about. Zach Merritt will be scoring well, so
they're a weird team. The Bombers, they're good and bad as day and night.
So
Our next guy is.
Just scares me a little bit, that's all. Because if they have a dog of a day, Merritt could easily pump out just a 60 or 70 or something. And
I think probably for him to score like that, I think he needs some attention.
Get tagged or something,
So, Anyway, so next guy is Joshua Kelly from the Giants.
I like this one.
He can play. So his break even is 152, and he is he's still max price or starting price at 600 and whatever it is. So he's slowly building. So he's been pretty good.
90 and 110 or something.
Yeah, that's fine. So I don't love the pick. I think he's a little injury prone.
Yeah, didn't you have him last year?
I had him in round 2, and then they didn't. The Giants were pretty hush up his groin.
Didn't tell you how long
you're supposed to report that to that AFL website to update the AFL injury list. That doesn't apply to the Giants. But
they don't care.
No, competitive advantage anyway. So, yeah, I don't love him. He went 200 against Carlton last year. That's a massive ceiling. So, even when he was a little bit injured last year, he still scored okay. So
it's just his fitness you're worried about, isn't it?
Like a full preseason.
Yeah.
The fact that he had surgery last year and he's only gotten back in. It's April. He's come back in April. I don't love it, to be honest. But if he comes good, then they've been a bit conservative with him, so he might come good. Do you think you'll bring him in eventually?
If he looks good over the timing will be perfect because he'll go down, 2 price changes or whatnot, and that'll be by like round 6 or something like that. So if he's still scoring 110s around that sort of time, I'll definitely contemplate it.
If he somehow gets to 520k, I think I'd be tempted.
Yeah. Well, 550k and under for me, I reckon is a pretty good price for.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, he's one of like the top 10 players in the game for sure.
Absolutely, fully fit. Yeah. So. Yeah. Anyway, next guy is Clayton Oliver, your man.
Oh my god.
So his break-even's 150. So it was really weird. He scored that. He went off his nuts in round 2. I think 45 touches or something against Geelong.
Yeah, bloody 80-point loss. So
yeah, the break-even of 150 should come down a little bit more. He can hit that break-even, but you just never know with how he's going this year.
Yeah, he's still playing the ball. He had 30 odd the other night. 20 contested possessions. Like he was just pushing it a bit.
That's a pretty convincing stat line. So obviously you hold him if you have him, but
absolutely,
he's one I want to get in. I think
it's perfect signs as a non-owner. Like still getting the ball, doing everything you want to see in a player, but just not getting the scores because of disposal efficiency or whatnot. Yeah, I'd be for sure bringing him in a couple of weeks if I didn't have him.
Yeah, I think my problem is I have gone.
Once Melbourne start getting on a roll as well, I was going to say that. Start to score even better. So
I'm not totally convinced on Melbourne yet. I think Sydney aren't very well coached at all, and somehow they lose at home all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think they'll win. They're too good of a team to be dishing what they're dishing up. So
yeah, I agree with that.
What did Duck say? They're going to win the next 5, aren't
they? I haven't seen a fixture, but yeah, they have the talent to, no doubt.
Anyway. Yeah, definitely a target if you don't have him.
So Adam Treloar has a break-even of 162. He almost broke the record for clangers in round 1. He was on 10 at three-quarter time. Someone must have told him at three-quarter time, and he must have gone, "Oh crap, I ain't breaking no record. I'm just going to be careful in the fourth quarter."
So not touch the footy.
Like Treloar can score, no doubt.
Yeah,
his disposal was always going to be an issue, and the Collingwood midfield, it's like you don't know who's going to go big when. But I think Treloar's probably the most likely to. So if he's like under 500, I wouldn't mind it.
If he got that low, if he got that low, I'd have to consider it for sure. His issue on Friday night wasn't even his disposal. He went 92%. He only got 25 touches. And 18 of them were handballs, so that's why his score was only in the 80s by the looks of it. So, but that's the thing, like you said, with the Pies, anyone can get 30 on any night. Like Beams didn't even play, and he still didn't manage to turn up. So, that's a worry with the Pies players.
I think Pendlebury's might be. I don't know if he's affecting him or not. Pendlebury's getting a bit more mid-time. I think he got the most mid-time in a JLT, I think, but I can't remember.
At least, no one tags Treloar for some reason. They still, who they play last week?
I think Pendlebury's still the man there, even though he's aged a bit, but his disposal and...
Yeah. Well, against us 2 weeks ago, he was class.
Yeah. So was everyone. Everyone got bloody 40 touches against you guys. You guys didn't touch the ball.
We let everyone touch the ball.
It was about 2,000 Supercoach points to like 1,300 or something.
I think we're bottom of the ladder as a team on the Supercoach ladder or whatever. Like we just don't. Our players don't score.
Yeah. Anyway. You guys know how to win though. Anyway, so Rory
Treloar? Probably not.
Yeah, Treloar. He can come good. If he's cheap enough, I'll look at it. But I want him to be cheap. I'm not paying $550 for him. I see better options.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, he can come. He does have a decent ceiling. Anyway, so Laird is 535k, break even of 123. I think he hit about 100 this week.
Yeah, you watched the game. He got more of the pill, didn't he?
He didn't play well, to be honest. He got, I think, 31 touches.
Yeah.
Just the Crows' defense.
The Crows in general.
A bit stagnant. Yeah, just had a lot of problems moving the ball. Just couldn't get it inside 50. Couldn't break it past the halfway line a lot of the time. So Jeez. I think it's the Crows. They don't have a lot of players that can take contested marks. So when they kick to a contest, it's we lose a lot of the time. So
yeah,
that's another story. I don't love the Laird pick, to be honest.
You don't like him this year?
I think he's too good to not be top 10. But I don't know. I just don't. He's not playing that well. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I think it's probably a team thing. But it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't matter how well you play. It's how well you score, even if you're not playing that well.
Yeah.
So I think
he still scored well. Yeah.
For 500, if he gets to 500k, that's a perfectly fine trade-in.
Yeah.
But I just don't think. I think he's going to struggle to average 105. I'm thinking 95 to 100. Which is still pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean, what past other than Whitfield and Lloyd, what are we looking for the rest of the defenders? Really, Hearn would probably be the next best.
Maybe Stewart. See how
Maybe
he goes.
Stewart. But yeah, I mean, in the past, you love 100 average from a defender, really.
Yeah.
We used to be loving 95 average, but Whitfield and Lloyd have just blown that out of the water.
Apart from Whitfield and Lloyd, the rest of the crop looks to probably be like every other year.
Yeah.
Maybe. We don't know. A few more kick-ins for a few guys, so...
Yeah, that's true.
So I think Laird, if he gets to 500, even in another week, I think he's fine. It's just that I'd rather pay an extra 100k for Lloyd or Whitfield right now.
Yeah, they're the priority. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, next guy, Caleb Daniel. He's 470k, playing halfback. He can accumulate a lot, and he played okay with Johannesson, and
he played fine. He still gets the kick-ins, most of them. But I really like the look of Daniel. I put him in there because I wanted to talk about him. He's definitely a target.
I know there's a few. He's been caught in a few mismatches in defence.
Yeah, that's just the way. I don't know what Bevo does with that, but
I think that's unacceptable.
It is, but again, it doesn't really affect your Supercoach score, does it?
Yeah. Because I don't think he was playing forward a bit last year, and the last month he played halfback, something like that.
Yeah. He's got some of the best decision making, because he's so short and low to the ground, he just balks everyone, and he doesn't miss target. So for Supercoach, that's all you need, really.
Yeah.
You probably lose all these one-on-ones in defence, but if he's kicking it 20 times and hitting every target, then he's perfect. Yeah,
he's been pretty good so far. So I think probably a decent upgrade target. If you started with him, that's pretty good. But
I'm talking him up a bit, aren't
I? I don't know if he's going to have a role change.
You hate doggies players.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because if he has a role change, it's you got to trade him straight away. But I think he's going to continue his role. If I had to put money, I'd put money on him continuing his role. But again, some players have 0 doubt, some players have 10% doubt over their role. And sometimes that's enough to just put you off.
Mm.
So, yeah. Anyway, next guy we'll talk about is James Sicily, 533k. I think he got a 120 on the weekend, so he's probably going to hover around the early 500s.
Yeah, he's just going to hover, but I watched him play today. He was good. He's just perfect for Supercoach.
Yeah. So he's one I want to get. I would take Sicily over Lloyd. Not Lloyd, over Laird.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, I agree, actually. Yeah.
I think Sicily went 105 average.
Last year, he only played about 15 or 16 because of the suspensions and whatnot. But his average was about 105, I think.
I would take Sicily over Laird. Just on current form. So Yeah, I don't mind Sicily as an upgrade target. Again, it's the same thing. I want Whitfield, I want Lloyd first. Even though that might cost me an extra trade, it's like they're just playing so well. But yes, I like Sicily a lot. I'm a big fan.
Yep. All right. Does anyone else talk about?
I want to talk about Boak real quick.
Yeah.
So he might cop a Hutchings tag this week, but this dude's out of control.
Just 130. Just book it.
He's averaging 128, and the next best is averaging 111 in the forward line.
It's fourth in the comp.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. He's 30, and the thing is, I think he was actually really good last year. He just played all forward, averaged 88 in the forward line. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I would 550k. I think he is. That's still pretty good.
560. Yeah. I'm just happy I got him in for Devon Smith after round 2 before he went up. Like he's gone up 90k already this season. So
yeah,
because he was 470. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely an option.
Even though you've missed the big scores, I still think for his price, he's still pretty good.
Just got to wait for that bad one.
Yeah, it's coming. But I love Boak. I'm glad I got him in, even though it was at the expense of good premiums. But
which ones?
It was a part of a two-way deal.
Oh, okay.
I got out at
the information.
Billings. No, I don't really want him. Jack Billings went 130 on the weekend. That's all I'll say. Anyway, so yeah, I quite like Boak. Would you get him in if you right now? I think it's a bit too much to ask.
Yeah,
I would take
it would
like
be
a Whitfield
like
over
a Dunkley or something, and Dunkley's
got to go.
He's down to like 470 now, so you'd have to probably use 2 trades to get Boak in, and I would be doing that.
You'd have to kill like a Butters or something to get him up.
And I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be the only people or players I would consider doing that would be Lachie Neale if you didn't have him, or Whitfield or Lloyd. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I'd say Cripps, but everyone's got Cripps.
I hope so anyway.
I don't know what's going on.
I nearly didn't start him a few months ago.
Really?
I came to my senses. I saw a picture of him. Like, he was just really lean and tanned, and he just looked like a complete monster. I was like, oh, God, get in my team now.
Yeah, he's seriously carrying that club. Oh.
He's unbelievable. He's going to be number 1 player this year.
Yeah.
It'll be him, Grundy, and Neale. Maybe McRae. I think Cripps is going to surpass McRae now. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, so trades for this week. What are you thinking?
I'm tempted not to trade. I don't, unless
you're so boring.
Unless I get talked into stack by I don't know, Hooley coming in and him still being in the team. But I don't know. I feel like I don't have any issues right now. So
yeah,
my biggest issue is Clayton Oliver and Zach Williams, but you're not going to be trying about really.
I'm angry at Zach Williams.
Zach Williams picked this, but yeah.
I'm angry at myself because I think he's a little underdone for some reason. His time on ground was a bit lower earlier in the year, and he was managed in JLT 2 for who knows why, because he had an Achilles injury 18 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost on what's happened with him in the preseason, but it was a pretty tough game for him playing down at the Cattery.
Not much space. Yeah. His break-even's 90, so it's a bit...
not much reason to trade him.
No. What are your trades?
Well, I want to get Heaney back because I traded Heaney 2 weeks ago under the assumption that he had an ankle injury and he was going to play forward. But I misread that.
Yeah.
He's 530. So basically,
he's basically starting price.
Butters break even is, I don't even know because I've traded him out already.
I'll tell you in a sec. 48.
Butters can still make money.
He can.
He has that yucky, I don't know.
23 now.
20, yeah, in his rolling average. So I think you definitely want to hold Butters ideally, but if you really, really need the cash, I don't mind cutting him now. Ideally, don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You can easily get 70 or 80 next week and sort of kickstart some more cash. So
he's a bit weird. He just goes missing and then spikes. He was on 70 at halftime last week.
Yeah.
Then I think he went down by the end of the game.
Now that I look at it, they do have the Eagles over there, so it could be a tough one for the Port rookies.
Yeah. Port don't have a great record against the Eagles.
No.
In recent times.
Yeah.
But I want to trade Tim Kelly. This is very reactive and a pretty rookie trade. But I'm thinking Tim Kelly has a tendency to drop. I'm just trying to convince myself to get Heaney back. But
you want your forward line to look like mine, is what you're saying.
That'd be
so
great.
You got Boak, and they need Heaney
It was
back.
supposed to look like this. Anyway, like Tim Kelly, he has a tendency to drop 40s and 50s and 60s. And my issue is everyone's going to get him in at 420k. And that's going to frustrate me. He's going to lose a lot of cash. And
so
that performance
when he gets
was
to that,
so
are you going to get
stupid.
him back again? If he gets down to 420k, you're going to bring him back in again.
Yeah, because he's a good player to get in bottomed out. So I think I'm going stupid. But I think this has more to do with Heaney than Tim Kelly.
Nah,
because
that's a fair
Heaney,
point.
watching him, he was unbelievable. And this is what we thought we would see with Heaney playing a full preseason for the first time ever. He was unstoppable. And he had so many centre bounces as well, which kind of got on my nerves a little bit. But
he was at every single centre bounce in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was insane. So it has more to do with Heaney because I don't even know why I'm talking about Heaney because pretty much everyone has him except me at the moment. But the thing is, if Heaney continues this, and I don't know, his ownership's 40, 50%?
36 or something, yeah.
Okay, that's gone down a lot.
Well, yeah, it was, 60 or something at the start of the year? 50 something.
I think so.
Yeah.
But if everybody has him, we'll say and everyone has him, and I don't, and he continues this.
Just keep pumping 130s. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think he's going to pump average 130, but he could go 150. He has the talent to go 115 plus.
Yeah.
So that's my
40,
concern.
So it's kind of now or never to get him back in, really.
Heaney, I think he's a teeny bit injury prone because of the way he plays. He's
reckless.
He's reckless.
Yeah. It's good to watch, but he can get.
Yeah. I love watching him.
Yeah.
I dream of Heaney this week for me. So
bring him back.
Yeah. I'm going to apologize to him. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to get in Heaney for Tim Kelly, and then I got to find a bit of fun somewhere. So I'm really hoping Stack comes through. If that doesn't come through, then I don't know what to do.
And you get Carl Butters.
See if Scott comes back.
How much cash would you need?
Oh, I need about 25k.
Oh, that's not much.
Something like that. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. I think about 50.
Okay.
Yeah, not great, but whatever. Anyway, so captains for this week. What are you thinking?
Well, I looked at Neil versus Collingwood as a VC option on Thursday, but he could have a rough night. So
hang on. He might cop a Greenwood tag.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If they pick Greenwood, or you could go Grundy against Steph Martin. Again, he's in good form.
I think Steph's done okay against Grundy. I mean, Grundy, I think he beats him, but Steph is not the most easy matchup for Grundy. Steph is pretty good.
Who are options? Like Cripps, Neil, McRae, Grundy. I could even prefer Whitfield in.
McRae against Carlton.
Yeah.
I think McRae went very large against Carlton last year. I was having a look.
So McRae and Cripps are the C options because that's Sunday game. So we just got to pick someone to whack the VC on early.
Danger usually has a field day against Hawthorn, but coming off this game, I don't know.
That's Monday. So
yeah, I'd love to VC him, but you can't.
So I guess you could do the old. No, you can't. Bynes plays pretty on the Friday.
So are you? I think you've got Neil written down here. So,
yeah, because I'm looking at when Bynes plays. So
if you had a good Yeah, that's true.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to go Neil or Grundy, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be Neil or Grundy.
Yeah.
I'll have a bit of a look at Grundy's record versus Steph Martin a bit more in depth. But
so
I'm thinking
if you had Sweet, you'd be alright because he played Pleasant Sunday. So
I don't know why you'd pick Sweet because you can never captain McRae.
Yeah, that's the issue.
I don't know. Very disrespectful to do that, in my opinion.
We get it, mate. You love McRae.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking Neil into. If there's a bit of talk about Greenwood tagging Neil, I think that has to happen. I might just go Grundy into McRae.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you had Zach Merritt, you could go him. I don't think anyone has him.
It's like a 3% team, so not really.
I love Zach Merritt though.
Yeah.
You could go, if you have Sweet, you could go Whitfield against Freo.
Yeah, you got more options if you had Sweet. You got Gawn. If you had Sweet, you go Gawn against Rowan Marshall.
Yeah.
The Vines owners, it's pretty much limited VC this week.
Okay, I think we can wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out to the Discord channel. I think we have about 300 people on there, so it's picking up a little bit. And the leagues are going pretty well on the Discord, so happy with that. Still ranked first, so we need to hold first, I think.
How many? You're in the top 10.
Yeah. 4, I think. 3 or 4.
Yeah, okay.
It's still early days, so you could drop out. I just hope the Discord one finishes first. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool, yeah.
Very early days. But anyway, thanks to everyone for joining us for the first podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, definitely do more of these in the future, Ben.
Yeah, for sure, man. Easy.
All right.